Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lofts one high indeed.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Back to the air one more time. Looking left. He's got it.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The short hands, it's McGee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws toward the end zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia State.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's looking on the right side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch, called for and made. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Blazers will hustle to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. On the move, it's Rodgers. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 21, UAB 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. And now it's 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
At the 37. Brings up second down.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in that end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Using his legs, it's Murray. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the play.
And I can't tell you how easy it is when you're going to throw.
And the full dive and the grab down the left. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He looks that one in nicely. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Got his man. Fighting off the defender.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Blazers want to move quickly. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Looking for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A little screen to the running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires left. He makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup. Going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
A first down for the offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Georgia State jumps back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
That makes the score Georgia State 46.
To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UAB UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They want to just keep throwing it. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looking downfield. And he's thrown another interception. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He steps out of bounds, but